Hello, welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. I'm Ranj, and today I will be giving you the last two fights I didn't cover for the entire card, except for, of course, for the co-main, Bozer versus OSP, and the main event, Cyril Gane versus Alexander Volkov. Those are reserved for tomorrow. If I get to them, we'll see. But these happened to slip through because of, I didn't follow the latest Tapology order. I went through a Tapology order that was put out and then it got changed around. So we got Danilo Marques, Kennedy Nzechukwu, and I think that's a prelim fight now. And I got Nicolas Dalby, Tim Means, which is still a main card fight. So I don't know what you want to call it, but I'm going to call it the UFC Vegas 30, or you know what, UFC Fight Night 190 left, or I don't know what I'm going to title this after I'm done with it, but it'll be something, I'll put the fights in the heading. I'll just put UFC Vegas 30, Dalby versus Means, and Marquez versus Nzechukwu. Kennedy is Nzechukwu. People wanted to see if I can spit that out. It rolls off my tongue, son. Nzechukwu. That's right. Kennedy Nzechukwu. Anyway, so I did. Be sure to check out the videos I've done throughout the week. I covered every fight on the card. Unfortunately, today I had a big day at work. I had to go to New Jersey. I had to drive 4 hours away, look at two different big armory jobs, actually, National Guard armories, and I did a lot of work today, so I was unable to freshen up the handicappers. I like to use new handicappers throughout the week. Unfortunately, for this show, they're all going to be repeat handicappers I've already used in prior videos. There is a couple new guys. I did manage to catch their videos last night. But you're going to see a lot of familiar handicappers on this show. But because it's only two fights, I can take up a lot of board space with the cappers. And I got more than the average. Usually I only pick like 5 different handicappers per fight. But this one I've got, because there's so many repeats, I gathered a lot that I watched throughout the week and threw them onto this show. You'll see what I'm talking about when I get to it. A lot of these cappers have been on previous shows this week. That's what I'm saying. All right, here we go. We're going to start off with the prelim fight. It is a light heavyweight fight between Danilo Marques, the underrated fighter. A lot of people are not. They're always like, who's this guy? 35-year-old Brazilian grappler. Anyway, before I get carried away, listen to this line shift, guys. He come out as the favorite, -125, and then early this morning before I left for my big day at work, I noticed the line had shifted from when I originally wrote it down. Kennedy Nzechukwu came out +100 early. So if you guys taking him, hope you jumped on early, because now it's flopped. Kennedy Nzechukwu is the favorite at -122, and Danilo Marques is the underdog, a slight underdog at +102. And these are odds from Bet Online, who they update their. You can hit refresh and it'll change by the minute. Those changes quick. Anyway, the line movement has changed. That means massive money's been coming in on Nzechukwu when he was +100. Now he's the favorite at -122. So let's start talking about. First, let's talk about the new favorite, the African Savage, Kennedy Nzechukwu. He is fighting out of Fortis MMA in Dallas, Texas. Active facility. I'll just list 4 fighters out of there that have fights within the next, there's a fight in September, so we'll say within the next 3 months. It's deep enough into June. Yeah, so anyway, we've got Ryan Spann fights out of there. He's the one, he's fighting Anthony Smith September 18th, okay? Miles Johns fights out of Fortis MMA. He's fighting July 17th. And then Austin Lingo, Miles Johns is fighting ADS, Anderson Dos Santos. Austin Lingo is fighting Luis Saldana on August 21st. And also on that same card from Fortis MMA, Ramiz Rahamaj is fighting Sasha Platnikov, also on the August 21st card. So Fortis MMA, man, very active gym. A lot of people to train actively, daily, several hours every day. You know, but that's pretty much every professional fighting gym. I'm just saying, active gym, a lot of active fighters for Kennedy Nzechukwu. I've already messed it up again. I was so perfect too. Nzechukwu to train with. Okay. He has got a 5.5-inch reach advantage, but he's got a 1-inch disadvantage to the 6'6" Danilo Marques. Kennedy Nzechukwu is 6'5". He is primarily a striker. The African Savage is originally out of Nigeria. He's coming off a great win against Carlos Ulberg. He was, during that fight, he was Fade of the Week for MMA Parlay King. Just throwing that in there. But anyway, that's the fight that banned me. Parlay Punch mentioned it in their show. He's like, oh, I don't know, that Kennedy Nzechukwu, Carl Ulberg, that's the one that got a range capper, the banned from one of our favorite guys' Patreons. But anyway, regardless of that, Kennedy Nzechukwu, is it the Z? Is that pronounced? The Z? Nzechukwu. I'm going to pronounce it. Or just call him the African Savage. I don't know. That's kind of not the great. But anyway, the African Savage. He had his pro debut in 2016. Before he beat Carlos Ulberg, he also had a good win, unanimous decision against Darko Stasic. And before that, he took his one and only loss to Paul Craig via triangle submission in round 3. Interesting note in that fight, Paul Craig had 16 takedown attempts, succeeded 1. And that one takedown he did succeed in that fight, turned out Kennedy Nzechukwu ended up being on top. Kennedy, the African Savage, was winning that fight until he got submitted in the 3rd round. And Paul Craig, you just saw he's a beast. You guys can recognize now that he just broke off what's his name's arm, Jamal Hill, right? So anyway, he's a submission beast, this guy, and so you can't take much away from that loss. And plus, like I said, he's got Kennedy Nzechukwu's got great takedown defense and pop up. Like I said, Paul Craig, 16 attempts, managed 1. And that attempt that he did succeed, it got reversed. Kennedy ended up being on top after the takedown. So, Danilo Marques, the new underdogs, came out opening as a favorite. 35 years old. Nzechukwu still 29, still hasn't broke 30. Danilo Marques, his pro debut was 2014, but that's in a lot of those Brazilian regional scenes. I think he was in Jungle Fights, maybe a little bit of, he had a couple of them, but regardless, Danilo Marques fights out of, he used to fight out of, when he's in Brazil, back home in his home country, he fights out of Vila da Luta. You know who fights out of there? Damian Maia. So you know he's got mad BJJ, very good BJJ skills. You would have to assume that. This guy is on a 4-fight win streak right now. His last win was a rear naked choke against Mike Slow Rodriguez, round 2. Mike Slow Rodriguez, he's like a middling type of light heavyweight fighter. I don't even think was that light heavyweight? I think, yeah, it was. And Anyway, sorry to jump around sporadically. When he's here in the US, he's training out of King's MMA, and from what Fight Night Picks, those boys told me, well, they told on their show, they said he's exclusively training with Fabricio Verdum. So, Danilo Marques, 11-2. This is going to be a very close. I think it's going to be a lot closer than people seem. Like, the money and the odds are all going on Nzechukwu now, as well as several cappers. And I'll show you, I'll spit them out. I'll throw them down here, starting with the favorite. Right now, we've got to start with the Nick Cap Guru, MMA Guru. The Guru is taking Nzechukwu by decision. Then we're going to just go down this list until, you know, there's a few taking Danilo, I'll tell you that right now. E-Money, my homeboy E-Money's taking Nzechukwu by TKO. He was impressed with that Carl Ulberg fight, but I'll tell you what, Carl Ulberg won the first round of that fight. He just got caught. The pretty boy. He's a pretty boy too, Carl Ulberg. He's that city. Oh, welcome to Shitty Kickboxing. Let's see. Bleed. What's going on? He's awesome. Bleed MMA. Also taking Kennedy for the win. I can't call him Kennedy. That's a last name as a first name. I don't like doing that. So I'm going to call him African set. No, I'm just calling him Nzechukwu. If I'm effing the name up, so be it. Nzechukwu. Tiger Bomb. Both those boys, Johnny and Jose, are both saying TKO second round. So I'm just going to write TKO second for that. And then we got the MMA fortune teller. The teller. He also likes Nzechukwu. We got, let's see, this is where it splits a little. We got some split picks now. We got Parlay Punch, Josh Aragon. He didn't say how, but he's taking Kennedy Nzechukwu. But then we've got Parlay Punch, Matt. I'm gonna write it a little bit bigger because I got more boardroom. Matt is saying Danilo Marques by submission. That's a route to victory, man. You guys gotta respect the Brazilian is gonna have BJJ skills. He does have he rear naked choked Mike Slow Rodriguez, and Kennedy Nzechukwu got that third round triangle loss to Paul Craig. So that is on the feet, I think Nzechukwu is gonna outstrike him because he is an African savage and he's got 5.5-inch reach advantage. But if Marques can get that, this is striker versus grappler BJJ style fighter, you know. So I mean, I'm not hating that pick, Matt. I'm not hating it at all. Then we've got jumping back here, we've got Fight Night Picks. The younger brother, Matt, over here, Matt Allen, taking Nzechukwu. So, Fight Night Picks. Craig is taking Danilo Marques. And also taking Danilo Marques, we have Leighton from UFC Gambling Addicts. Leighton Addicts. Forgot the C. Addicts gambling addicts. I am a UFC gambling addict. Proud UFC. I'm one of the homies. What's up, homies? That's how he starts out. He's great. Leighton is awesome. Anyway, definitely man. Links are in. I'll put the links in this description again. It's so time consuming doing that. But anyway, links will be in the description. Definitely hit the links. Check out these guys. Subscribe to their channels. They wouldn't be on my show if I didn't think they were good. These guys are great handicappers or predictors for you fancy word semantic guys. Predictors, if you will, whatever you want to call them. They're good at their craft. Finally, putting the exclamation point on Kennedy Nzechukwu. We've got Triple P certified. Perfect parlay pursuit. Triple P certified. Matt, Alex, and Luke all taken Kennedy Nzechukwu to win this fight over Danilo Marques. I'm sure those young men are fading Marques because of age. That's a factor they all play with. But I don't know, light heavyweight, you could still be good at 30, 35 years old. You know? So take that for what you will. Anyway, there you have it. That's my cappers that I'm going to use for this show here. And like I said, all these guys, except for Fight Night Picks, the rest of them have been on previous shows throughout this very week. So just punch in Capper Comparison Picks, UFC Fight Night 190, or UFC Vegas 30, or just any, man. Check them out. Check these videos out. My pick here, I'm going to go, man, this is a tough one because I wish I took Nzechukwu when he was plus 100. I really do. But I didn't because I wait until I do the show until I make the bets. I guess I'm still going to lean that way. You know what? And you know what sold me on it is because even though he lost that fight to Paul Craig, he did defend 15 successful, he successfully defended 15 takedown attempts made upon him. Only one of them went past him, and he ended up being on top. So I'm taking, for those reasons, I'm going to go with Kennedy, the African Savage. Nzechukwu, I got him winning. Danilo Marques, 35 years old. I think he's going to do it by KO or TKO. Yeah, that's, if I go with, let's see, Guru said decision. E-Money TKO. Oh, look, TKO. Tiger Bomb, both those guys TKO. Yeah, I think within distance, it's not going to be a submission, not against Marques. So knockout or TKO, like ground and pound or something, that is the play here. TKO, that'll make it a plus number. But if I want to even get more of a, look at 1.5 is the total. If you think it's not going to last 1.5 rounds, plus 150. Yeah, but if you do think it's going to go past that, minus 180. So anyway, I'm going to say TKO second round. But I don't know, Danilo Marques, 4-fight win streak. Everybody's, you know, these odds are stacked against him. He went from favorite to underdog like that. So people are counting him out. I think it's because of his age and I don't know, maybe his resume of fighters. Because Mike Rodriguez is just so. Come on, leave Nippet alone. So anyway, moving on. What? Yeah, I see that. Go on. Moving on. Next, we have this interesting main card fight. Some people angry at Nicolas Dalby, some people not. We've got Nicolas Locomotivo Dalby fighting out of Copenhagen, Denmark, taking on Dirty Bird Tim Means. fighting out of Fit NHB in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Okay, let's discuss these guys. Starting with the slightly older, 1 year older fighter, Tim Means. He's the favorite here. I like to start with the favorite. Tim Means, Dirty Bird's got a professional record of 31 wins, 12 losses, 1 no contest, or draw, I'm sorry. He is the slight favorite, minus 131. Those lines moved. He was a heavier favorite at minus 160. He was up there. So that dropped down. Nicolas Dalby he's 19-3-1. He was at plus 125. It dropped. That means money's been coming on Nicolas Dalby because the line moved the opposite direction. He's at plus 111 now, tightening the odds compared to they were much wider before. Okay. Tim Means, he's got a 3-inch height and a half inch, not 5, a half-inch reach advantage over Dalby. He's, from what I heard from the cappers, he's exclusively training with Matt Semmelsberger over at Fit NHB. But I don't know. Fit NHB, that's in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So, Tim Means also a high school wrestling coach. I love that. I love that he's a high school wrestling coach. He's got the, he's got that support of, I don't know. It's just a good thing to be a high school wrestling coach. You're interactive with you're molding young minds. Anyway, he is the favorite over Nicolas Dalby. His last fight was a win against Mike Perry. He was supposed to fight last week, but what's his name withdrew. I'm not gonna pull up the paperwork. You guys know who it was too. It's just brain fart right now. I just can't think of the name, but And also Nicolas Dalby, he was supposed to fight a Russian guy. His last name started with a SH and ended with a V. I don't remember the middle section though. Shavnov or something. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I forgot, but it fizzled out. So both these guys were supposed to fight other opponents. Oh, Hot Chocolate. Tim Means was supposed to fight Hot Chocolate. What's his name? Yeah. Shoot, because I covered him, and I had picked Tim Means to win too. Anyway, doesn't matter because now their fight is Nicolas Dalby. Now he's fighting. Nicolas Dalby's coming off a win against Daniel Rodriguez. D-Rod. That's the fight. A lot of people are saying he was outstruck. He lost so many different ways, but the robbery decision by the judges gave the victory to Nicolas Dalby. And I guess it happened the fight before D-Rod too. The fight before D-Rod was in Copenhagen, or let me see. I'm just gonna open it up really quick. I'm sorry guys, just bear with me really quickly. I got it right here. Nicolas Dalby. Yeah, against Alex Oliveira. I guess is that the one in Copenhagen? I don't know, but I guess he's been winning a couple robbery decisions from what, a few different cappers had said, all right? So take that for what it is. I've also heard other cappers say that you rewatch that fight. For example, my man, what's going on? Bleed MMA. He said he took Daniel Rodriguez, when he watched the fight originally, because he had taken Daniel Rodriguez on a bet, as did I. So when we watched the original, the stats even say he was outstruck and everything, and he thought it was a robbery decision. But then when he rewatched the fight, he watched the tape again, he can see how the judges picked Dalby. Now, I will admit, I didn't rewatch the fight. I watched it the first time, and I thought it was a robbery decision. I didn't rewatch the fight, so I can't really say that for sure. I was going strictly by strikes landed. I didn't see the karate style. Like, I could rewatch it. I guess, and when I watch these fights, usually I'm also, you know, enjoying some alcoholic adult beverages and whatnot. So, and I get distracted and stuff. So sometimes things I can, you know, I'm in and out when I'm watching these fights. I'm chatting and, you know, doing all that stupid stuff. So making bets on, you know, live bets. A lot of, I do try to pay attention, but sometimes I'm distracted. It happens, whatever. Anyway, let's see what these cappers have to say in this fight. Starting with Dirty Bird, the favorite, Tim Means. We've got Fight Night picks. Both Matt and Craig. So both Allen brothers are taking Dirty Bird, Tim Means. Then we've got the MMA fortune teller, also taking Tim Means. Then Tiger Bomb, both those guys, Johnny and Jose. Johnny's saying by decision. Jose didn't specify method, but we're just gonna write Tiger Bomb. They're both taking Tim Means for the victory there. Johnny did say decision, so I'll write that just for help out the guys at home that are basing their picks off the cappers. That's what this show's about, right? We've got E-Money. Now, E-Money sent mixed signals. He thinks Tim Means should win by decision. However, he's saying, it's a trap! But not really. It's not really a trap because the odds aren't trap odds. E-Money, a little lesson for you with, let me straighten my glasses and be somebody claimed, like during our live session when E-Money was on, he was playing with his MMA gloves in the back doing shadow elbows and crap while I was squeakily writing on the board, and he was like, oh, it looks like a teacher and a kid in class that has ADD that can't pay attention. And you know what? Yeah, I guess it kind of was. Cause like, what are you doing? As he's out back doing ghost shadow MMA with his MMA gloves on. Just anyway, check my archives. It's in there. When you see his smiling face, E-Money smiling before his Tanner Bozer mullet haircut. Anyway, E-Money said this is the trap. He thinks Nicolas Dalby is probably gonna get a robbery decision victory. But here's what I'm gonna teach you, E-Money. That's not that big. It wouldn't be a trap. That's not a big game for the bookies. It's not like everybody's putting Dalby as their anchor in a parlay. It's not going to be a parlay buster. That's what a trap is. A trap is when a big favorite on the card, like last week, it would have been like Alexa Kamur that would have potentially been a trap. You know, it's like when a larger over -200 favorite loses a robbery decision. It's a trap. That is a trap. I want to try to think of some other examples. Norma Dumont, Felicia Spencer. It's a trap. What's that one? Ludovic Klein, and I don't know. There's a lot of traps. E-Money's claiming there's been a trap every week on the card. Every single week there's a trap somehow. Maybe he's right, I don't know. And I know sometimes a lot of these cards have very weird judgy decisions. But if it doesn't go to decision, it's clearly not a trap either. So anyway, that being said, I don't think this is a trap. But But I still like your take here, E-Money. I'm being cautious that Nicolas Dalby may win a robbery decision. So, also taking Tim Means. We're going to go right down the list. Nick Cap, MMA Guru, the one from the UK. Prediction Guru's picks come out, but I didn't get to watch them yet. So like I said, I had a busy day. Anyway, MMA Guru, he's saying by Darce choke. He's even saying the move. Darce choke in the first round or a KO. Anyway, he's saying Tim Means first round. First round, either Darce choke or KO. Then we've got both the guys from Parlay Punch, P-Punch, Matt and Josh. Matt said by decision. Josh didn't really say. Not that I noticed. He might have, but I might have missed it. And then we've got, and then we got Perfect Parlay Pursuit. It was Luke taking the Dirty Bird Tim Means over Nicolas Dalby. Lokomotivo Rumble Sports in Copenhagen, Denmark. I guess Nicolas Dalby, though, if you look at his past resume and stuff, so I heard Darren Till said he was one of the hardest fights, something like that, or something with he was one of the most competitive fights in Cage Warriors against Darren Till. Take that for what it's worth. Yeah, he's a big Cage Warrior guy because he's from, you know, that part of the globe where they would fight in that promotion, regional promotion. That's a British promotion, right? Anyway, taking Nicolas Dalby, we've got what's going on. Bleed MMA. Bleed is taking Nicolas Dalby. Write it kind of big, give him a little props. UFC Gambling Addicts. Ding 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 ding. Leighton is saying by decision for Dalby. Then the other two guys from Perfect Parlay Pursuit. All right, big. Because perhaps, just perhaps, you guys might be lucky enough to see tomorrow's live show. One or two of the guys, or maybe all three if I'm lucky enough, will join me and BC Dave in our After the Face-Offs live stream tomorrow night. But I realize at the same time, there'll be Cage Warriors, PFL, Babylon, and Bellator going on. But Dave assures me he will be keeping an eye on Bellator during that time. And perhaps I'll be able to get a stream of either Cage Warriors or PFL. And the Babylon one, I don't even know any of those. I don't even know where that's out of, but I noticed it was on Bet Online, so I know it's happening tomorrow. Anyway, yeah, they might come on to this live stream tomorrow. So if you guys are not doing anything after the weigh-ins and face-offs, I'm estimating roughly Eastern time around 7-ish. That's when I like to do it, around then. But I will be on tomorrow live with at least Dave and perhaps a couple guys from Perfect Parlay Pursuit, Alex and Dan, both taking Nicolas Dalby here. Good for them. However, this is a tough situation for me because Tim Means, Dirty Bird, I like that he's a high school wrestling coach now. I like that he has spent time in prison. I like that he's got 31 victories, a total of 44 professional fights. I like all those things, but you know what I don't like? Double-digit losses. Yeah, I tend to fade fighters with double-digit losses. And I do like this. Plus money for Nicolas Dalby. And from what I heard, maybe Bleed was onto something. I didn't rewatch the D-Rod fight, but he said if you watch it with an unbiased eye, because when I watched it the first time, I was rooting for D-Rod. I had money on him. He was one of a parlay piece for me. So of course I was, and when he lost, of course I was upset and salty because the stat said he outstruck him every round or something. So yeah, I was a little mad. But then Bleed said he was in the same boat, but when he rewatched the fight, he unbiasedly, he can see where the judges liked his karate style of fighting for Nicolas Dalby. He's 19-3-1, whether they be robberies or not. They're not all 19 wins, can't be robberies. And he's got some good victories. Good victories in there. He's got victories over Cowboy. He's got no contest Jesse Ronson, but he's got a victory. All right, a lot of these guys are canny. He's got a draw against Darren Till, and it was on UFC Fight Night 76, majority draw. So this, I mean, Nicolas Dalby, he's not that bad, you know. He does have some decent Royal Arena, Valhalla. He fought Valhalla, Cage Warriors, UFC, Cage Warriors. Oh yeah. That's why he's worth that plus money bet going against the double-digit loss. Tim Means, I really respect that he's doing his thing with the high school wrestling and all that. And you know, over in Copenhagen, I don't know how their wrestling is, but I tend to fade European wrestlers. This is tough, man. This is another, I'm gonna have to revisit it tomorrow, but for right now, I'm going with the plus money and taking Nicolas Dalby. Yeah. I'm going to reluctantly take him. But like I said, I'm going to look at the weigh-ins and, you know, maybe I can see a little fade in one of these guys or see a little reinforcement in Dalby. I don't know. Things may change. That's why I urge all of you guys to try to tune in tomorrow for the live stream. Should be roughly 7:30 Eastern time, right around there. All right, so tune in tomorrow, and I'm gonna cover every fight on the card after the face-offs. It's gonna be called. So anyway, I'm taking Nicolas Dalby here. I'll go with the robbery decision, I guess, right? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go by decision. Reluctantly. I might change my pick tomorrow, I might flop it. But tonight, this is my 2-fight parlay. I'm gonna lock it in onto a bet online right when I'm done, because I'm a man of my word. I make my picks and then I make my bets, whether I hedge it or flip my bet tomorrow or flip my Tapology pick tomorrow. That's regardless. But tonight, this is my 2-fight parlay. Lock it in. So anyway, to recap, time check. I'm probably way over. 38 minutes, not bad. So to recap, I've got Kennedy Nzechukwu knocking out Danilo Marques, second round, making that back up to a plus money, which I caught it when it was plus 100. And then I have Nicolas Dalby with plus money getting a decision victory over Dirty Bird Tim Means, which, like I said, I'm uncertain about that, but I'm gonna lock it in tonight. It is definitely not a lock-in type fight, but I'm a man of my word and I'm a degenerate. It's getting in there, boys. So, there you have it. Gather the info. Place the bets in cash. Those tickets, I appreciate you watching. Please give me that thumbs up. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on these 2 fights. Both of them kind of difficult to pick. I'm sticking strong with this one. This one, still on the fence. But good luck on these bets, and I hopefully will see all you guys tomorrow for the live stream. I might even, if I get home early enough, I might even do the main card capper breakdown. It's these same cappers, that's the thing. But I'm gonna watch, I gotta watch Prediction Guru, I'll probably add his picks. I gotta watch Manpreet Lock of the Night, probably add his picks. I still got a lot of other cappers I still have to watch and soak in that knowledge, because that's how I do. But anyway, I may or may not do cover the main event and co-main event, depending on time. But I definitely will do a live stream tomorrow night. So tune in for that. Thanks for watching. Good luck on these bets. I'll see you next time.